What's up, Devotion? What's up, Dudatex? Darius, Winky, TG Boy. Bro, I love these show streams. TG. What's up, Winky? What's up, TG Boy? I have to go now. Oh, rap, dude. Cheers, man. How are you kneeling, dear? How, dear? Kneeling up? Kneeling? What does that mean? Rap Tony Sparks. Tony Stark. Spoiler alert. No, that's off, Darius. Rap, dude. Are you keeping up? I'm doing good, dude. It's just this internet of mine. I have a couple of problems. Nothing I want to bother you guys about. But yeah, it's going okay. Not gonna lie. I'm not too great as well. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's toxic, Darius. Darius getting timed out. I already got timed out. What happened now? The internet? Bros, I'm getting 2 meg down. I mean, like 10 down. That's good. I'm getting 2 up. I don't know what's wrong with my upload speed. I don't need that much down, dude. I can get 5 down. I just want at least 5 up. Then I can stream 720p. I can't even stream 480 now without lagging, dude. This morning I got 300 ping while streaming 480. Spoiled endgame? Nah, Darius getting banned. I didn't read that woof. Oh man, I was also watching game, to be honest. Tell me what you guys want to do. You guys want me to react to videos? What do you guys want me to do? On the channel, I've basically watched the movie. So many spoilers on the channel, I've basically watched the movie. Luckily, I don't I tell myself like I'm not gonna watch it, so I don't care about spoilers. So like by the time I'm gonna watch it, I won't even care. Bro, I went to school and people have watched it, so I'm going on a Wednesday. Nice. I'll kill you, Winky. What up, dude? Bro, that's toxic. I'll spoil. Oh, that's what you tell yourself. Oh my goodness, you guys are toxic, fam. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna plug something now. If you guys would like to donate to the stream, it would really be appreciated. I'm saving up for something that's gonna help a lot. I can't tell you guys what it is, but I'd be appreciative if you guys could donate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna plug that like the whole stream. And remember to use support code Give Black, so that's also a big source of income. If you guys purchase things, then. In chat in top left. I want to watch it so bad. Nah, man. I don't think it's gone now. Yeah. It should be gone. Yeah, you haven't seen it. What's the thing you're saving up for? I can't tell you was. Winky, all that I need to ask you, wait, Winky, will you check your... Winky, check your Discord. bro, I would flip and donate. I just get my card fixed because it's so annoying when I put my card. Just last, I need to sort that out. What you need to do, if you're using PayPal, you have to use PayPal. You need to make sure you have all the details correct. Like PayPal is so hard to use. I'm gonna stream 20,000 bit when I get my new internet. Yes. What's up, Sadly? How's it going, dude? Thank you boys for joining. I'm gonna make this bigger because I want to plug it more. Wait, I'm gonna be that guy. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna take a text. Hey, let's go. Oh, it's a massive plug, bro. Always using that code. Let's go, boys. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Watch on YouTube, bro, like the act and stuff. You spelled it wrong twice. Code. Yeah, literally spelled it wrong. You can check. Oh, I don't know. For getting me to 100, all good devotion. Why do you know games? Internet, bro. I can stream, but I get like 300 ping. If that's an understatement. What's up, Cyfix? It's deal. Yo, it's devil time. Winky's family friendly videos. Okay, buddy. He means no games. Link, no Fortnite. Yeah. Rep Namibia. Nah, bro, it's just we have 3 ISPs now. You guys are lucky in South Africa. You guys shouldn't complain about your ISPs now. We have 3 ISPs. Our fiber. If you want a 50 down and a 50 up, you pay 4,000 rand a month. You want a 100 down, 50 up, you pay 6,000 rand a month, and that's not even guaranteed. Like the speeds are horrible. We have 3 ISPs. We have MTC, which is basically like screwed. They only have LTE packages, no fiber. You have Telecom fiber. That's probably the most reliable one you can get. Not Telcom, Telecom. Then you have Paratus Telecom. And Paratus is just kind of expensive. You can't use it. You toxic, Dottis. In Cape Town, get 160 ping lol. Yeah, I also get like 170, but like that's when my internet's good. Like now I get 2 megabytes upload. That's horrible. I mean, I could just play now, not stream, but I want to stream for a bit. That's why. So I'd rather stream, not play games, than play, not stream. Last night I just played because I wasn't in the mood. I thought you already talked to them, Winky. Confusing. Should go out and play 900. Exactly, dude. I checked. My NTC package I paid for 3 months ago, man. It was a 20 down, 20 up. LTE. 50 gigabyte cap. So you have 50 gig fair usage. You stream for 5 days and that thing's up. Gone. You pay 1100 rand a month. In South Africa, that package costs you 300 rand a month by AfriHost. That doesn't make sense. Actually, it does not make sense. Then I will start streaming. If you're getting, yeah, I know. And you spelled fiber wrong, by the way. I know. Stop telling me you're getting fiber. Yup, tip. What's up, Cypher? How's it going, dude? 100,000 up. Wait. Okay, I have an idea. Let's go look at ISPs, okay? Hola, chat. Hola. Let people find out on their own. Yes, please. Bro, look how expensive that is. Bro. 10,000. Yeah, but it's a 10 gigabit line. I mean, a 1 gigabit line. That's still not expensive for a 1 gigabyte line, dude. That's not expensive. The PC you got can keep forever, or did they lend it? They lend it to me, boys, but it's still a sponsorship. You know, like without them, I don't have it. So people, like certain people think, that I really thought about it. Some people think I got the PC, by the way. It's not like physically my PC, but I use it. I can take it home, I can use it until I have enough money to upgrade my personal PC. That's why I asked Winky. Wi-Fi and cab fiber, I've been 900. Exactly, dude. I play 1K now per month for the for like it's better. I get better ping, but like the speeds are so inconsistent. It's flipping out. It's LTE. I understand, but still, dude. Not supposed to be so shit, dude. Not gonna lie. Remember to leave a like on the stream, boys. By the way, guys, a tip would be appreciated if you guys could support the stream. It would. Exactly. Look at Winky. Look at what he pays. Okay, boys, let's go. Let's go on telecom. Okay. Let's do some research. Okay. Here, telecom Namibia. How much RAM was your keyboard? I want that. I want you to review it. I don't want to go back and now look. It was about $40, but currently it's $48. So let's say about 800 rand. 700 to 800 rand. Okay, boys, here, telecom. Let's go to products. Broadband. Telecom is yeah, that's telecom. This is telecom. This is Namibia's ISP. So let's go to fiber basically. So fiber here is SpeedLink Lite Plus. So SpeedLink Lite Plus, customer benefits. What can you guys see here? Unlimited, always on high speeds internet access flat rate, variety of package speeds, more choice, more value, flexible contract, 12, 24, 36 months, option to apply value-added services separately at given time. Customers can enjoy Wi-Fi with TNs, telecoms, Wi-Fi's enable CPE, modem, CPE modems available cash install option. Let's go to packages. Web Africa, no, Briz. We have 3 ISPs in Namibia. Telecom, MTC, and Paratus Telecom. So here's the packages, boys. We have asymmetric lines. So a 15 meg down and a 7 up cost for 36 month 1.5k. And what did Devotion says his 100 meg line was? 900 rand. Winky says 650 rand for 100 meg. Okay. 25 meg down, 10 up, 1.8k. 50 down, 15 up, 2.3k. 75 down, 25 up, almost 3k. 100 down, 35 up, 3.5k. 120 down, 40 up, 4,000 rand a month. Then you go symmetric packages. Okay, it's like where I start. Like I'd pay this 5 meg. Like I paid like 800 rand. That's not bad. Yeah, Celsius is good, my opinion. Celsius is good. What's that of Rand to NSD? It's the same. Rand and dollar is good. Namibian dollar is a bit better. Like, wait, let me show you guys. Like, it's by the cent, okay? So if you go 1 Namibian dollar, oh, you guys can't see. So check 1 Rand equals 1 Namibian dollar. But let's say you take 1,000 Namibian dollars, then it equals 996 Rand. So technically, it is better. So Namibian dollar is technically better. Let's take it on 5,000 Rand. Then you pay 20 Rand. But you guys can use Rand in Namibia. We can't use Namibian dollar in South Africa. That's what blows my mind. 4 Rand difference. It is. There's a little difference though. Not like, you know. But so this is what we deal with, chat, okay? And luckily, this is only in your area. Fiber in my town is only in the city. Luckily, I live on the edge of the city. And then a 50 meg up and down. This is like, I'd say if I had a lot of money, if I was like not wealthy, if I had more money than I had now per month, if I had a solid income from YouTube, I had 50 members on YouTube. That equals at like 3,000 Rand a month for my internet, for my paying a PC and stuff. I'd purchase a 10 meg up and down. No, a 15 meg. That is basic what I'll need. Comes off to Rand and your economy makes it a little higher. So thanks ASUS for your decent exchange rate. Oof, what's up, Bubbles? It's cracked? What do you mean it's cracked? So check, this is the packages. So 3 grand for 50 up and down. That's not bad, but that's not expensive. That's not cheap, like, at all. For you, 100. Last comment. What's up? My voice broke today in class while I was asking my teacher a question. Everybody laughed. Lol. Rap Apex. Okay, so let's go to Paratus. Okay. Paratus Telecom. So here's Paratus. My Telecom. I know that's businesses. Paratus Africa. Bubbles. So here's you go Namibia, like Paratus is in Namibia and South Africa. So let's go Namibia. Voice inside nice though. So check. There's LTE, cloud, internet, blah blah blah. Internet. So we have TTX fiber, we have VSAT, WiMAX. WiMAX is apparently, I haven't checked this out. Let's check fiber. Find out more. What's up, Lex? Why fiber? Bringing fiber to the businesses and home. We are proud to provide fast and reliable internet for our clients. Shit. With options, which is cock expensive. With options for a home and office with both capped and uncapped choices, you can download Stream, Skype, that chat and browse with any fear of losing connectivity or speed. Money Suzeni. Okay, packages. Okay, chat. Easy package, 20 gigs of data, up to 100 megs, not 100 megabyte, up to 600 Rand for 20 gig. For 60 gig, 1,000 Rand a month. For 100 gig, 1,300 Rand a month. For 200 gigs, 2,100 Rand a month. Uncapped. A 10 megabyte upload and download, 800 Rand. Not bad. But it's not in my area. I would buy this, chat. I would buy this. This is not bad. Uncapped, 24-month period. Look, the installation is kind of a lot, not gonna lie. What is your age? I'm 16, bro. 10 meg up to, download up to, not at 10, like I don't understand that. A drop cable aerial consists of 7 meter from pavement. A free wait. A drop cable to the premises aerial on the wall or in existing sleeve up to 70 meter from the pavement. A free email address and free 083 number, no telephone including voice minutes will be payable. So this, I might look into this now, but the furthest I've known, the fiber line, this Paratus fiber line is like 100 meters away from me, the way where it passes my house. Let me quickly check. Where can I see coverage? I think this is also just in Crosswintook, CBD, Kleine Cooper, Sockopment. Okay, so check. Wait, how do we see though? It's a Sockopment. I'm in. It is Bay Road. Hugged a girl for the first time? What do you mean? I don't know, Bowls, but I'm trying to look at this map and look where everything is. I'm so confused. Okay, here's the out road, okay? No. Yeah. Okay. That is so confusing, dude. I'm so confused. Wait, chat. What's up, Byron? How's it going, dude? Bros, where is the main road? Oh, wait. I think I see it. Here. No, I don't. No, I do. So it is. This is my street, boys. Check. This is my street. This yellow line. So I don't know if the yellow line is in. Metrical and grade. Nice bubbles. Bit shitty. What's up, Jabulo? How's it going, dude? She's too cool for you, she said I look cute. Hey! I can't thank you more because you inspired me to start YouTube. I appreciate that, dude. I'm glad I inspired you. Just keep working, keep grinding, dude. Oh my god. Bro, on the first day of school, this chick said I'm cute as well. Oh, shit, bubbles. Okay, boys, I don't know if the fiber is physically going by my house in the street. Like, this is my street, this yellow street. There is a yellow line, but the darker the spot, the higher the coverage. Know where to find your connection, your area missing, submit feedback. Click on the image to view full resolution. Looks on desert. Looks only desert. By the way, that's all the desert in the world. Yeah. What's up, Kia? What's up, Thomas? Oh, I got this chick's Instagram number. She's from UK, so. What are you guys talking about in chat? You guys are wrecking my chat. Okay, the darker the spot, the better. But this is not dark. this is not dark, chat. That is not dark. That is the lightest. I will call someone at Pheripherals. Hold on. Okay, chat, we calling. Let's see. 083. 083 300 1000. Goeiemiddag, hoe gaan dit? Ek wil net uitvind oor julle fiber coverage in Swakopmund. Dankie baie. I'm muting my mic, chat. I have to speak Afrikaans. Yeah, chat, I'm back. They told me to call like the representative in Swakop. I found your location, make me some tea, and I'm staying for the night. Nah, you guys think you have my location. You guys can know like where I live. Not know where I live. Check in Swakop. I live in this road basically. This road. In the main street. I'm almost free. Yo, that's toxic, Bubbles. Bubbles, I got a new team in, by the way. Ready, Dragon, you want? Yeah, I'm eating my It's not in my area, chat. It's toxic. They're gonna expand to us though, but they told me if I get a 10 meg up and down line, it's not gonna be constant. They tell me it's gonna drop to like 5, 6. What's up, Tana Vlogs? Okay, views, I'm on Twitch. Rap. Ninja's irrelevant. I'm joking. So there's no. Okay, so this is why I told you guys Paratus is trash. Because that's not a bad price though. Check this. No, this is not uncapped. Uncapped 50 meg, 3,000 rand a month. I'm not even gonna look here anymore. And then MTC is just horrible. How do you get into Vega? Submissions are closed now, like entries. It's a rerun, bro. He's not actually streaming. Ooh, okay. And has 14k views. And okay, that's mad. So yeah, boys, that's basically that. Okay, select packages. Okay, MTC packages. Prepaid. They don't even have internet as an option. They have smart share. Wait, all phones, special highest rated phones. That's okay. Here's packages. Package builder. Services. My phone's gonna be 550 for 10 mega. Exactly, that's cheap, dude. 500 rand for 10 mega up and down. That's not expensive. How did you get into Vega? Got offered. Contract? Don't get MTC Wi-Fi. It's trash. I know it's trash. I'm just showing the whole chat. People not from Namibia that don't know. Select packages. But this is not package builder. Oh, but they don't even have the internet basically, eh? Wait, check. If you go to smart share packages, it's this one. Okay, so basically you guys see it's only telecom, and telecom's prices are like this. So basically, okay, let's okay now. Okay, what we do now, boys? It's 15 views. Thank you guys, by the way. Now let's go. Let's type South African ISPs. ISPs. Access, AfriHost, CyberSmart, Web. Okay, let's go Web Africa. Let's go on Web Africa. Frogfoot. That's good, Lava. Okay, whatever. I don't want that. Fiber. Click. See how easy these sites are. Fiber. Just click fiber. You see how hard this is. Products. Speedlink Light Plus. Oh no. So tight. Okay, wait till I open it yet. I clicked fiber. Is fiber reach even NSL? Check. Ooh, yeah. Open serve. 100 meg line. 1,000 rand a month. 1,000. Oh wait, that's how many data uncapped. What? How is that possible? Dude, I could pay that closed eyes. close, like I can pay you that like that. But no, this is Namibia. Yeah, go and check, go Namibia. 5,000. See what I mean, chat? Namibia's fudged. Love SA Wi-Fi. Exactly, dude. Look at that. Is Octatel up to 200 megs, uncapped, 1,300 rand. 200 megs, 1,500 rand. For Vuma is apparently good. 1,500 rand a month. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna be chill. I'm gonna go for 10 meg line, uncapped. Bruh. Less lag. But check there, dude. You can get a 10 for 600 rand a month. 20 meg, 800 rand a month. 100 meg, 1,000 rand a month. 14 days download. But okay, let's go on let's go on MWeb. Okay. Let's go on MWeb. Let's see what they have to offer. Fiber. What's up, Beanie? Don't stare like that, boy, you gay. Don't got it. Okay, there's OpenServe, Vuma, all of these stuff once again. Let's go to OpenServe. Speed. That's quite expensive. Okay, check chat. Uncapped, 100 meg down, 50 up, 1,300 rand a month. That's also not expensive, bro. Oh wait, no price available for the size. $20 meg, 10 up, 1,000 rand. That's a lot. That's also kind of a lot. Okay, so MWeb is expensive. Search Cell C, see what they have. I know, Donna Cell C, the other day we talked about it. What do Devil Bucks do? It's a loyalty system. Okay, Cell C. Fiber, where's the fiber? Coverage, pricing. I want fiber, pricing. Uncap, see if you're covered, view fiber deals, let's see. $100 meg up and down, 1,300. That's basically the price, bros. 1,300 rand for 100 up and down. That's basically the Telkom na. Replet. If you guys are looking over to like 1,000 devil bucks, mod is considered. Okay, but that's just the point I wanted to make, boys. You guys have so many ISPs. That's where you guys compete. We have 3 ISPs. Piratas isn't even like an option. They don't even have 4G. You guys didn't talk to. They don't even have LTE, bros. Over 1K, yeah. See, that's why. Mod isn't for everyone, boys. Chat. How are you, devil? I'm doing okay, dude. My internet's just shit. I mean, you can try and open Fortnite. Nah.
What is gravy in the Navy, little babies? A lot of people don't know what I say in my intro, but that's what I say. I said it one time way back in the day. What's gravy in the Navy? Little baby. And it just kind of stuck. I don't know, it's stupid, but it's my intro and it's always gonna be my intro. For as long as I do YouTube videos, let's talk about those. Clearly I don't have a normal YouTube video scheduled for you guys today, so we're just gonna sit down. Guys, I blew it. I'm probably gonna end up deleting this video, maybe within the next hour, maybe leave it up for a day. I'm not sure, I don't know. Without being too negative or going too much into detail. You guys already know I've been traveling like crazy. We did Miami and then Vegas and then Coachella all in the span of like 3 weeks. Just exhausting, and I kept the uploads coming, and then I got hit with some personal stuff you guys don't want to hear about, but it's just been a drag, and I have real work that I have to do. People rely on me. A lot of people rely on me. Speaking about phase, of course, we'll get into that in a little bit too. And it's just some real serious. We're raising millions of dollars, and it's a lot of pressure. I was just gonna skip the upload, but I'm not doing that. I told you guys in the first video that I'm never missing an upload. I'm not missing a Sunday. So I could have tried to fake it, happy-go-lucky YouTuber vlog. Let's get it, craziness. But I can't do that. I feel a lot closer connected with my audience. Even when I meet you guys in person, I just feel like there's something there between us that isn't necessarily there with every other YouTuber. There's a lot of fake, phony motherfuckers on YouTube. You guys know that. Not to be too dramatic about it, but a lot of them are. The majority of them are. I want to be more real with you guys, and I'm just not going to fake it ever. That I'm not doing it. That's the part of YouTube I really hate, so I'm not going to submit to that, and I'm just going to try to be myself, and hopefully you guys continue to rock with it. That about wraps it up to the broad audience. I'm going to go into a few different frequently asked questions for my core guys, and again, this might not be up forever, but for those of you guys who ask questions about all these things, your answers are coming right now. Loose change. I get asked this so much. It's kind of dope. It warms my heart how many people ask me about Loose Change Season 2. When is Loose Change Season 2? And this is as honest as I can be about it, guys. I made so much money on that first drop. Pause. I didn't make a whole lot of money on that drop, but we brought in, I'm gonna just be straight up honest about it, we brought in like $600,000 in like 6 hours.
Jeez.
Sold out. And that was mainly what I wanted to do with it. I just wanted to see if I could do a designer clothing line, sell it out, and we did it. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in the first drop. We had that crazy line outside the pop-up. It was a complete 100% A+ success. Now, I did not make $600,000. I have partners in it. The cost to have all custom fabrics, hand-picked measurements. The fit was all us. It cost so much money, guys. My takeaway from it, I think, was like $80K, and we have to pay taxes on the business too. So like my overall like income from it, I actually haven't seen a physical dollar from it. I want to put whatever I made back into Season 2 if I ever do want to do it. But I think it was like 50 racks, which is honestly like the amount of noise we made and the amount of we sold is nothing. The brand is successful. That was what I mainly wanted to do with it. I just wanted to do something cool that no YouTuber's ever done, and I did that. So we accomplished our goal, and I just haven't been motivated to make a Season 2. The idea of Loose Change was my whole life was changing. I moved to LA and I wanted to do something with that change, something that represented that change, whatever. But my life's been pretty consistent since then. I mean, I got a girlfriend, you know what I mean? We've been together now for almost 2 years. I've been living with relatively the same people. Nothing's really changed. So maybe when that happens, maybe when I have a baby or something, or move somewhere else or something, significant changes in my life, I'll do it. But for those of you guys who got that piece of clothing, just know it means the world to me. I am dropping merch though. I'm gonna drop some merch, some Banks merch, some Banks branded merch soon. I can't wait to show you guys that. It's so much better than everybody's merch, and I know I'm biased, but it really is. But yeah, that's clothes. Okay, clothes. Done. Mom's Basement. Me and Keemstar ran a really dope podcast for like 6 episodes, and then Keemstar stopped coming to LA as frequently. Something happened. He had to stay in Buffalo, and it kind of just fell off. I know a lot of you guys are fans of that. I know a lot of you guys love that. Next time he comes to LA, maybe we'll do an episode. I'll upload it on a Monday or something. I don't know. There will definitely be some more Mom's Basement
yeah,
stuff.
I'll watch it.
You guys loved it. A podcast.
Gary, you guys can leave me some videos.
Yeah, Mom's Basement again to be announced. Done and over with Mom's Basement. FaZe Clan. This is something that I actually have wanted to talk about, but I don't get a chance to ever really just talk to you guys. So I am one of the founders of FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan, if you don't already know why my name is FaZe Banks and not just Banks. My first name isn't FaZe. You got FaZe Apex, you got FaZe Adapt, you got FaZe Tfue, you got FaZe Cloaksy, and you got FaZe Banks. We're all kind of just a collective, a family. FaZe Clan is the biggest, most established, solid esports organization in the world. My goal for it is to just be the Nike of video games. I want it to be the biggest brand. I want the logo to be everywhere. We just have really, really big plans for FaZe. It's something that I created that is much, much, much bigger than myself, and it will continue to grow at a rate much faster than myself, and that's just so amazing to me. There's so much to talk about, but like I said earlier in the video, I have a lot on my plate with that. I go into the office almost every day. We have so many different people from different walks of life and different expertises roaming around the office. We have a marketing team. We have a sales team. It's a real business, guys. We're raising money at a crazy valuation. We are raising millions and millions of dollars, to be just frank about it, and it's because me, Apex, Tommy, and Rain, we started this thing, and we did it for the sheer love of playing video games and the internet and making YouTube videos. And that's Alyssa yelling for Paris. So I'll just wait. And we're back. 4 dumb kids who got together in a house in New York and just created a global brand. I live it, I breathe it, I'm so passionate about it. I have it at you son of a. I live it, I breathe it, I am so passionate about it. I will always, 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 always put this brand before myself. I believe in it fully, and I will die alongside it if I have to. Fortunately for me, we're popping and things are great, so I don't have to die alongside it, but just so you guys, paint a little picture for you guys, I have a lot of responsibility to this brand. I have to balance that out with YouTube and stuff. So I'm gonna pass this footage on to T-Wop. I would say like the video, but you don't have to. Like I said, I'm probably gonna delete it. Throw me some love in the comments though. Tweet me. You know the socials, they're in the description. I love you guys so much, seriously. Forgive me for this one. We're gonna make the next vlog super, super, super dope. It's been your boy FaZe Banks. Peace out.
What's up, Nilu? How's it going, dude? We're gonna watch Mongrel. Mongrel's amazing, dude. Oh, it was the from Team Secret as well. Oh my god, I love zombies! I love zombies!
Coming up.
Oh my god, he won't let me shoot!
Oh, you're not?
I'm done with this game, bro. I'm not playing this one. Right, fuck off!
I just don't want to play, man. I'm gonna get some water.
This kid is actually so fucking funny.
Motor, you make a tweet.
Yeah, I did.
For fuck's sake, now the keys won't go on! I'm done!
Oh shit, he's going insane.
Nice message, bro.
But holy shit, the enemy was so bad, but no wonder it's fucking 7 points.
What?
Nothing, I'm on Aquadom.
Dinner is so good.
I just put my back in my dinner. What am I doing? I thought I was in zone! What am I doing? I thought the zone was already closed. Jeez, dude. I thought the zone was already closed. What? My brain. Bro, he's such a... I thought the zone was already closed. He's a lighty. That's what you call it, boys. A lighty. Oh, my mouse! My mouse! Help! Swan
know where he is.
I think inside his box. I'm holding.
He went down. Hit 40 white.
Ramp him! Other guys on top.
Are you phasing through everything again? Everything.
You're the same people.
Yes, I am, Nilu.
Oh my god, as soon as I go to itch my nose. Are you kidding me? As soon as I go to itch my fucking nose. For fuck's sake. I don't even care, tilted is the wave.
We'll manage like 10 FPS.
Yeah.
Can't hit shit.
Bruh, I'm waiting for my fucking PC to come, dude.
Yeah, Mongo, do you stream with NDI still?
Yeah.
I'm getting pained off spoon! What?
One gun at 16? No way.
I'm fucking dead.
Nah, bro, there's no way 16.
Get out.
Like 12.
Fuck me.
Nah, like actually,
That's
like
so
it'd be like
annoying.
13, 14.
Nilox with his traps all the time. Nilox is so lucky all the time. Tell him he has matchmaking delay on.
Salvador!
He's a year and a half younger than me.
Like what the fuck?
He's a week. He's a year and a half younger
Who the
than me.
fuck was that kid, bro? Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Are you dead?
Oh.
This man's is toxic.
What the fuck, bro? Two fucking heavy snipers. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Shame, dude. Same age as me.
Emoji smacking lips, 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 emoji smack skipping the rest. Emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips.
Go give the guy some love, Wiz.
Emoji smacking lips, skipping the rest. Emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips.
Just say Devil's
emoji
Raid, Wiz.
smacking
Just
lips,
raid someone.
This guy is
smacking
so
lips,
annoying.
Emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking
What's up,
lips,
Devolt?
emoji smacking
I'm
lips.
turning off that voice thing. This kid's actually so childish.
Emojis.
Oh my god, I have a headache. You're so fucking annoying.
Lips, emoji smacking 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 lips.
It's actually so
lips,
dumb,
emoji
dude.
Smacking lips, emoji smacking
Deviled
lips,
Raid.
emoji
Oh,
smacking
I appreciate
lips.
that so much, Deviled.
Hey.
Dude,
Emoji smacking lips.
this is annoying.
Emoji smacking
How do I get
lips,
rid of this?
Emoji smacking lips. 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 Emoji smacking lips.
This is so
emoji
annoying.
Smacking lips. Emoji smacking lips.
I'm Aspect
Emoji
69, what's
smacking
up?
lips,
Nilo,
emoji
hi.
smacking lips,
Cypher,
emoji
Devolt
smacking
Ray,
lips,
Devolt.
emoji
Thanks,
smacking
Devolt. I
lips,
really appreciate that,
emoji
bro.
Smacking lips. Emoji
Guys, I
smacking lips.
apologize for this.
Hi.
It's bothering me as well. I need to find a way to turn this off.
Jeej chat, Jeej. Emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips, emoji smacking lips. Let's go to Twitch, fam. Could check what small streamers on Twitch. Big boy stream, grind mode, Dakotas, Don's plays. Shit. If we had over 15 viewers, I'd raid Don, just for the sake of.
Okay, I will pick you up at the hospital, Chris. Well, let's just all meet at the hospital then.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I'm still such a special. I'm not missing it all.
Let's go make PJ.
Hey, Diavo.
But guess what? I gotta spend it on getting myself alarm.
Bro, yeah, I'm not buying a fixed kit ever fucking again. Because this stuff is so bugged. I'm just getting the kingdom to the hospital. Well, I've got an idea.
Hey, Diavo.
You already.
Okay, I'm coming.
You already said hi.
What's the Discord address? Ooh. Okay, I'm here. Bro, we've been mobbing, fam.
Don and his chubby.
Wait, Ash killed someone.
How about you guys donate to me? Chat?
Ash killed the
donation bar. It's at $1.
You're not innocent. Okay, Ash is officially in the gang, bro. Where are you, Chris?
I'm at the hospital.
We here, bro.
Oh yeah, Chris, could you just jack the car?
Is this Chris? Really, Chris?
Oh, is that...
Yeah, that guy's gonna beat you up now, dude.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
Where'd you get an AR from?
That's mine.
They don't suck.
What's your name again? Give or Chris?
Come, Ash. You're riding with me, bro. Ash has done his initiation. He's officially in the gang. He killed someone.
Stop shooting. We're getting cut for that, bro. Just stop shooting. Get in. Oh my god.
Where's your helmet, Chris?
Fucking car, please.
Pack is streaming. Hey. What's the pack?
On my way in. Oh, no, there was those ones on the side there, I think. I didn't loot these ones.
Jesse, man, this guy's grinding. There's no 4K followers.
I assume there isn't a,
He's sponsored by Cougar as well. I didn't know that.
What does that sound? Yeah, what a Vega. How you doing, man?
Vega. Bish.
Oh, 2 zombies aside. Okay.
All good, Baron. Raid Raspy on YouTube. But it's not. I don't wanna raid. I only raid people from now on with like over 10 views. It's better.
Another zombie.
What is this
Let me dip. I'm back. The Faye is back. We'll be back, Faye. How you doing?
5 months. Jesus. Let's discover some people. Let's discover some just chatting people. Dag by Groenja in die Lendwart. Okay, there's too many weird stuff here. Not gonna lie. Was up blessed? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Tim the tap. Tim! rate him. God. I wish. By the way, boys, if you guys haven't copped some merch yet, it would be appreciated. Let's just go in here. Where my merch sheet? Internet collection. If you guys wanna cop some merch, it would be appreciated. The first person to buy gets a massive shout out. Oh jeez, my back. Oh, I'm shouting on every person personally on a video who buys on my mom's credit card. Hey, donate. Come on, do the text. You can donate then, dude. Big gaming companies like Razer will start supporting more people in SA, Botswana, and Namibia. Why? Because of servers. Thank you for the sub, boys. Come on, boys. You guys know you guys want some merch. You boys know. You guys want this merch, boys. You guys want this. Oh, okay, I understand. Option on 2070. Opinion on 2070. I mean, if I look at the 1070, which I have in this PC I'm using right now, good GPU. 2070 has RTX, has a certain encoding stuff. If you're looking for streaming, it's good. If you're looking for just playing the game at over 144 FPS, like, it's a good graphics card. If you're looking to play Fortnite, overkill. I'd go for 1060. If you just want to play the game, get 140. Yeah, 1070. It's a good GPU, not gonna lie. I'm poor. I wonder. I think I must make a 10% discount code for the next 2 days. You guys can get 10% discount if you purchase in the next 2 days. i5 87 or 9600K. 9600K, dude. If you have the money, go for the 9600K. Much better than the 8700. I think so. Wait. What do you want to do with it? Stream? Just play. Or stream and play. Because, I mean, the 8700 is a good CPU, dude. But the i5, I don't know if it has more cores. Because the i7 has more cores. And more threads. That's tough. I found your stream by, I can't remember how. Do I need streaming computer? No. You have a 2080? No, you don't. What's the Trojan virus or whatever it's called? Because you got it? I know I got it. It's like this weird... It's like... It's basically malware. Wait. I love you. Oh, I learned about. I thought about videos.
Left.
Top 10 worst computer viruses of all time. computer viruses have been around for decades. Sometimes they are construed as mere pranks, but most of the time they have malicious intent. Back in the 80s, pre-internet, computer viruses were spread by humans. The virus was stored on a disk and distributed physically from computer to computer. Now that society relies so heavily on digital communication, the spread of computer viruses poses a serious threat to modern attachment. When the attachment was clicked, the virus replicated and went out to the top 50 people in your contact book. This meant that the virus spread very quickly. It caused major problems throughout the US in the government and private sector. The creator of the virus was sentenced to 20 months in jail and a $5,000 fine. The Kles virus. First introduced in 2001, this nasty bug spread through email messages. This one was particularly clever and used spoofing, which made the virus-ridden email look as if it was coming from someone in your address book. It was a nasty virus which could leave your machine completely unusable. The virus could disable
My own Windows 34 virus dry.exe note, it does not spread online, only via USB drives. Okay. Check then, eh? Chat. Look. Threads found. What? The normal payload just ran successfully, as you can see in the taskbar. Pops up and then after 1 to 3 seconds it disappears. It has successfully done its payload. After try has ran, AVG props up with a detection. While AVG may be a little too late, never dropped this before, by the way. And there you screwed. Straight is gonna move, but wasn't. It was now checking if it has succeeded on personal behavior. I'm watching.
God. Oh god, what is this? What is this? Oh no. Hello. As you guys could tell by the title, I will be running the MEMS Trojan / virus on my computer.
Why would
it's
you
actually
wanna do
not
that?
my computer. It's a virtual machine, but yeah. So for you guys who don't know what MEMS is, technically it's a virus that just completely destroys your computer. Like I'll just show you it. So let's just launch it. So if you guys want, I'll be able to do like a tutorial on it. It's definitely a malicious file, so I'm just gonna run anyway. Oh god. Oh god. So it doesn't do anything at first. Oh yeah, and this file is not, it's not like a virus that you get by like clicking on like a pop-up or something. It is a virus that you intentionally install for like videos like this, I guess. So it should give me a pop-up with the text document where, yep, here it is. Your computer has been screwed by the
in the notepad, your computer has been by the memes, the memes chosen. Your computer won't boot up again, so use it as long as you can. Trying to kill memes will cause your system to destroy it instantly, so don't try it.
memes Trojan. Your computer won't boot up again, so use it as long as you can. Trying to kill memes will cause your system to be destroyed instantly, so don't try it. Oh god. So now let's just sit here and wait for the death to begin. So right now, nothing bad seems to be happening.
Let's just start it in 4 minutes. What do you do? Set up to I already did one, bro.
Oh god.
Oh, it's starting.
Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. It's not letting me close it. Oh god. I feel like this might actually damage like my actual computer. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm still using the computer. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, this isn't good. Oh my god. No, well, I didn't open that up. I didn't touch that. Oh god. Dank memes. Yes, please. Please. Please shroud me with those dank memes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh god. Jesus Christ, every time I try to close the page, it just spazzes out. Oh god, do you guys hear those cancerous window sounds? Yeah, let's try. Yeah, I'm still using the computer. You know what? I'm not discouraged. Let's watch some YouTube, guys. It gets worse. I swear to you. You guys may not know it, but this virus gets so much worse.
Why would you do this? This doesn't make sense.
Get wrecked. No, sir. No. I will not back down. Oh god, it's I spelled YouTube wrong, I think. I don't care. Just go to YouTube.
Oh my days. Is it the Fortnite live stream? Thank you, Sony. It doesn't. Does it look like a Fortnite live stream, Andrew?
Still using the computer? Yes, I'm still using the computer. Oh my god.
This is not my PC.
Montage
but
parody making. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this is a bad virus, dude. Yes.
Oh god, what is this?
This is Trojans.
What is
This is not the Trojan's Eye. This is Trojan Horse.
No.
I think so. And this is memes. Trojan memes.
Wait, well, what's it gonna say this time? Oh no, it's just spam opening it. Yeah, this is, don't install this unless you're running a virtual machine. Yeah, I'm still using it. Oh my god. You know, I'm gonna enable Windows Defender and I want to see what it'll do. Let's see what it does. Come on, Windows Defender, come on. Come on. Come on. No! No!
Oh my
I don't think WordPad was on my taskbar before. Yes, turn on, turn on. Yes, protect me. Oh my god, it's inverting it. Oh god, this is save me, Windows Defender. No, my god.
Dude, how? Why would you do
no.
this?
Oh god. And then I try to.
Wait,
what? Guys, or this will happen. So I'm gonna end the VM and restart it and show you what happens to it. So how do I view? Let me get out of full screen mode, and then I guess I just go to I shut it, then power off machine, and then I try to then I power it back on. See how long have I been recording more? 8 minutes. All right. And then
oh, he ran a virtual. Okay, understand. I just
it
imagine
seems
that
to be
thing.
alright.
It takes your
It says
PC.
rebooting your computer might not be able to log on.
What's up, Brownie? Do you
Let's
want
see
to watch some
about
SA
that.
Montos and SA
Yeah.
Clan Aussies?
What do you say,
What's up,
Mr.
Voiceless
Memes?
Gamer? My dad's PC also got some kind of
Alright.
Trojan virus before Allah. It was not fun.
Oh my god, we're back on the Windows setup.
Hey,
Oh my god.
so you just close a virtual machine and then reopen it. See, then it's all like. I'm looking for that other guy's video that I watched. It was kind of a good video. "37 minutes."
Before I get into this, I need to make something clear. This isn't happening right now. I'm not going to beg for advice or help, because I'm beyond any of your help. I've had to give up everything in my life that ever mattered. This happened more than 9 years ago, and I'm finally taking the risk of sharing it. World events are seriously scaring me, and I have more personal reasons that I'll get into later. To post this, I've driven around for 40 minutes before I finally found an unsecured internet connection. I'm not risking posting this from my own. I've made a throwaway account that has no ties to anything related to my life. I'm well and truly fucked, and it's all because of this email that I should have never received. In the summer of 2005, I thought I had everything I would ever need from life. I had just finished grad school and had begun teaching English at a local community college. I had married the love of my life that January in an awesome and geeky ceremony.
Wait, Chad, you guys good with watching this? Because I'm actually interested. I like these kind of stories. It just shows me why I should not mess around on the internet. If you guys don't want to watch it, it's fine. But I want to watch it because I like watching these because like, it shows me the dangers of the internet. That's why I don't mess around with that sort of stuff.
We had moved into a fix-it-up bungalow on 3 acres of land.
Okay.
We had rescued an elk-hound puppy from the local shelter. Life was good. Looking back, I wish I had enjoyed those days more. I'll call my wife Faye. It's not a real name. Faye and I had just finished working outside one night in July. We were relaxing with a beer on the porch. Fireflies were doing their little "I'll glow, you glow, we all fuck like rabbits" dance. And our puppy was gnawing on a pair of my socks I had tied into a knot for him. I asked Faye if she would mind if I checked my email before going to bed. I was expecting a notification about the 3 classes I was going to teach in the fall, and was looking forward to actually using my degree. Faye went up to bed, and I logged into my work email. There wasn't an email from my department chair, but there was a new email entitled "Progress of EBOV-7X." I figured it was spam, but I impulsively clicked on it anyway. The email's intended address was literally 2 letters off from mine, and it came with an attachment named E-7X Results and Suggestions. It was addressed to a man named Mark, and it read as follows. Mark, attached to the preliminary results from the last batch of tests of the EBOV-7. The X generation seems to be holding up much better to the modifications. Remember, this is eyes only, so don't print this out or anything. You're new here, and we all think your help is really what's gotten us off the ground on this. If you have anything to add, let me know ASAP. Provided this gen holds up, we'll have a much better quarterly report for the bigwigs than we did last time. Don't wear the tie with a mustard stain on it again, okay? Sincerely, Reagan. I had no clue who either of these people were, and I didn't recognize the domain name of the email address. The only part I can make out was D-Trick. As I finished reading it, Faye called and asked if I was ready to head to bed. I told her I would only be a minute. The cursor was hovering over the download link for the PDF file. Every reasonable part of me said just to delete the email and pretend I never saw it. But, as you can probably tell, I was youthful and impulsive. I clicked the download link, and after a few seconds, the file popped up in my downloads folder. I opened it, fully expecting it to be password locked. I mean, from the tone of the email, wouldn't you? It wasn't. And fuck, I wish it had been. After it opened, I was bombarded with sentences so thick with scientific lingo that I had difficulty even reading them out. I was a language arts major, for fuck's sake. There was one diagram that I recognized, though, from having a friend in undergrad who majored in epidemiology. It looked like this. For those of you who don't know, that's Ebola. I skimmed down until I finally found a paragraph that summarized what I had been struggling to read. With the iteration of the EBOV-7 and the hiring of new personnel, we believe that we have addressed the main desires of the client. EBOV-7X contains the following alterations from the base EBOV-0. A. Increased incubation time of 12 to 40 days, as opposed to EBOV-0 incubation of 2 to 12 days. B. Suppress the lack of appetite common in EBOV-0, thus removing one of the major diagnosable tools. C. Increase durability of the virus, allowing it to remain hot up to 8 hours outside the human body. See Test 100BA for applicable data. D. Rate of fever increased by 20%, allowing for upwards of 35% more time before patient becomes immobilized. I pushed my chair away from the computer and simply stared at it for a minute. I rubbed my eyes and reread the paragraph over and over again. I couldn't believe what I was reading. What would be the point to this? Who would want these changes to an already deadly virus? Taking in a deep breath, I forced myself to relax. I wasn't an expert on anything related to Ebola, but one of my strengths has always been the ability to think outside the box and move past my own internal assumptions. I asked myself, what purpose would these changes have, and what would be the goal behind it? As I asked myself that, the answer came to me quickly. It wasn't about making a vaccine or wanting to remove the danger from the virus. Someone was altering Ebola to make it less noticeable and less easily diagnosable. Someone was cultivating a version of Ebola that wouldn't burn itself out. A version of Ebola that could be a pandemic. Holy shit.
I'm just focusing.
Holy fucking shit. I copied the file onto a USB stick and put it in my messenger bag I used for work. I marked the email as unread and deleted it. Then I went upstairs to bed. As Faye snored beside me and the puppy curled itself onto the crook of my neck, sleep did not find me. I had no clue what to do. Should I go to the police? The news? Should I just forget it ever happened? Eventually, I fell asleep and got up the next morning. I debated telling Faye about the email. I never kept anything from her in the 4 years that we have dated, but I decided against it. For all I knew, it was nothing, and there was no reason to worry her. I drove to work and tried to forget about it. I worked on getting my office space situated to my liking. I was about to call Faye to meet for lunch, when 2 men in dark suits knocked on the open door. "Yes?" I asked. "Dr. George?" one of them asked. "No, that's not my real name. You won't find my real name." "Yes," I repeated. "This is Dr. Wren, and I'm Dr. Frall," one of them said. If you asked me now, I wouldn't be able to tell you which was which. They were both middle-aged white men, brown hair, clean-shaven, and wearing dark sunglasses. "You may have received an email from our company's server by mistake last night. Did you?" Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it off here. The family whose Wi-Fi I'm ripping off have looked out the window 4 times at my car, and now someone has a phone in their hand. I'll have to be more careful next time. I'll be back as soon as I can. Stay safe. Okay, back everybody. I'm being a bit more careful this time. I'm still hijacking this family's Wi-Fi to post this, but I'm here in the middle of the day now. The only one home, from what I can see, is the wife, and she hasn't noticed me yet. Some of you probably are wondering why I even bother driving 40 minutes to do this. I'm not even comfortable writing this out on my own home network, let alone posting it from there. I have lived in 60 different cities since this happened. I like where I am now, and I really don't want to have to move again. Anyway, when I had to cut out last time, I had just been approached by 2 men in suits. At that moment, I had never been so appreciative of my grandparents teaching me how to play poker. I frowned and looked upward to the left, acting like I was trying to remember. In case you're wondering, the idea of looking up and to the left suggesting that you're telling the truth, while the opposite suggests that you're lying, is actually a myth.
Is this real? Yeah, it's
However,
real.
that
It's a
doesn't
real
stop
story.
people from believing
Something
it.
Minimash.
I told them that I had received it, but that I marked it as spam and deleted it. "Would you mind showing us?" one of them asked. He smiled and took off his sunglasses, probably in an attempt to appear more cordial. The second kept his glasses on, which made it impossible to see where he was looking. "If we don't ask, our bosses are guaranteed to give us hell for it," No Sunglasses said. I agreed and logged on to my university email. I pulled up the trash folder and showed them the apparently unread email. "We really do apologize for this. We've been installing new internal servers and we've been having trouble with stored addresses and queuing emails. The new system is meant to automatically find the correct email address. It's been attaching the wrong domain names to IDs that are close." They watched as I deleted it. They seemed content. Each of them shook my hand, reminded me that the email was under corporate non-disclosure, and walked out. As soon as they were gone, I shut the door and collapsed into the chair at the computer. What kind of company was this? How in the world did they find me, find out where I worked, and sent people in less than 24 hours? I looked at the USB stick in my bag, but I didn't touch it. In some weird way, I worried that I had damned myself, but I couldn't shake the feeling that it would end up being more important than not. I finished up my workday and headed home. The next day was Saturday, and we needed to mow. Some of you may think, why would mowing take a whole day? I can only respond by saying that one of the downsides of having land is having to take care of it. We had 2 tractors so that Faye and I could mow at the same time and finish in as little time as required. Before I explain what happened that Saturday, you need to understand something. Without fail, I service those tractors every time after we use them. I clean the mower decks, sharpen the blades when they need it, and double-check the engine. I check the oil and gas before and after using them. Yeah, I'm a little OCD, but it's been more help than harm. Faye and I each typically use the same tractor, but she told me that her tractor felt like it was pulling to the left instead of going straight. I told her to use mine, and that I would check it out. She started the tractor and began to mow our field. The tractor worked fine for 15 minutes, and then the engine began to sputter and cough. I noticed it, and waved for Faye to stop. She did, shutting the tractor off and starting to walk towards me. Several things happened all at once. I stood up, walking to meet my wife halfway. Faye walked towards me smiling. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a dark maroon sedan slow down as it drove past our house. The tractor then exploded behind my wife into a fireball. Pieces of metal and rubber flew in every direction, and the shockwave knocked Faye forward onto the ground. The blast of heat hit me in the face, and it felt like I had dropped face first into a bonfire. I ran to her, scared shitless, but she was fine, though the wind had been knocked out of her. I moved her to the garage, told her to call 911, and ran back to the burning husk of my tractor with a fire extinguisher. I used the entire extinguisher, but I couldn't get the blaze to totally stop. The next few hours were a blur. The fire department showed up, followed by police. The neighbors gawked from their front porches, and we were asked the same questions again and again. The cops asked if either of us had any reason to suspect foul play. God help me. I should have mentioned the meeting with the 2 men at work and the email, but I kept my mouth shut. What would I have said anyway? Well, gee, officer, I received an email last night from a company making a biological weapon out of Ebola. And today 2 men in dark suits showed up at my work to ask me about it in a vaguely threatening manner. I would have laughed at that myself had someone else said it. By the time everyone left, we were exhausted and starving. We loaded up our puppy into my car and went to Faye's parents' place, where her dad cooked on the grill and I got lectured on the importance of taking care of my tools. The thing is, I did, and still do. After dinner, we went back to our home. There was a huge circle of blackened dirt and burnt grass in the field where the tractor had exploded. But otherwise, there was no sign of the circus that had filled our lives only a few hours earlier.
Say something.
Faye was exhausted, and she went straight to bed.
What do you mean?
I couldn't sleep. I kept running over every check to the tractor that I had done, trying to see where I could have gone wrong. The fuel lines weren't loose. No matter what my father-in-law insinuated, there had been no reason for it to explode. Now properly feeling my paranoia, I needed to double-check the other major property that I gave my OCD an outlet on. My guns. Yes, I own guns. I grew up around them, and they're only tools. Treat them with the proper respect, and there's nothing inherently wrong with them. We had a shotgun in the living room, on top of the TV stand. There was a handgun in the kitchen, a holster screwed into the bottom of the cupboards behind the fluorescent light for the counter, and a revolver my wife kept on her nightstand. Lastly, I kept a mare's leg in the basement, hidden in the pantry behind the rows of mason jars, filled with pears and peaches. I clean my guns every Sunday, disassembling them and making sure they're in order. As I walked through the house checking each gun, I noticed the firing pins were missing. Let me repeat that. The firing pins from the guns I clean every Sunday like clockwork were missing. The only gun that hadn't been tampered with was the mare's leg downstairs. The lines of dust hadn't been disrupted, and the gun was still able to fire without any complications. I went back upstairs and sat in the living room, trying to let my wife rest, while I had a mental meltdown. In the span of less than 24 hours, I learned a company was weaponizing Ebola, had been confronted by men in suits who claimed to represent that company, had one of my tractors explode, nearly killing my wife, and had come to find someone had tampered with my belongings in an attempt to make me unable to defend myself. What the fuck was going on here? My first concern was for Faye. Was someone targeting both of us? Just her? How would I be able to protect her? I thought back over the day, and remembered the maroon sedan had been driving past when the tractor exploded. There was nothing noteworthy about it, but an instinct told me to watch for it again. I added gun shop to my to-do list on the fridge and went to sleep, resolving to keep an eye out for the sedan. It didn't help. Over the next weeks, I recognized a pattern of 3 distinct cars following my wife and I around town. There was a black Honda, the maroon sedan, and a dark blue motorcycle. When I would take the puppy outside, one would be driving down the road while I was outside. When we would go to the movies, one would be parked within 5 spaces of our car. I even started to notice them at family gatherings, driving past when one of my cousins had a birthday party, or when we visited Faye's grandmother at the nursing home. At the same time, more accidents began to occur around our home. The heat would miraculously go out, only for a repairman to say that we lucked out, because if I hadn't come when I did, you'd have a pretty serious buildup of carbon monoxide in here. The springs on the garage doors suddenly began failing, almost crushing the puppy when I was working outside. The power brakes went out on my car, forcing me to cruise down the lane on a highway until I eased to a stop and put the emergency brakes on. Did they know, somehow, that I had downloaded that information and kept it? Were these really accidents? Or attempts on my life? After 3 weeks of this, I got out of bed in the middle of the night and checked my guns again. No missing pieces. I then sat in the dark to think. Deleting the information wouldn't help. If they knew I had it, they wouldn't know if I deleted it, and if push came to shove, it was the only leverage I had. The email had come to me by mistake, so it wouldn't be logical to assume that Faye had read it. She had been on the tractor I usually used when it exploded. It was clear to me that I had been meant to be on it, not her. The accidents had only started around the house since the visit by the two men, Ren and Frawl. I hadn't seen them again in person, but the trio of vehicles were ever present. The real part of me wanted to take my guns and go hunting, but this wasn't the Wild West. I wasn't going to risk someone getting shot in crossfire. I wasn't sure if the police would accept my story. If this company had the capacity to find me in less than 24 hours, how could I be sure they wouldn't fabricate evidence against me? Should I tell Faye about all of this? She was my wife, my partner. I knew that she would be in my corner 100%, but I could not risk her safety. I know this sounds chauvinistic. I assure you that's not the case. Faye was more talented than I in a lot of areas, but I was raised to believe that a man protects his family no matter what. Discounting the problems with the ventilation systems, everything that had happened was directed at me. If I told her, she would become a legitimate target as I apparently was. As long as these people kept trying to proactively silence a leak, my wife would be in danger of being collateral damage. Her remaining that way was not an option. I had to think of a way to ensure her safety permanently. I was out of options, at least the ones that left me in a position I wanted to be in, namely with my wife, safe, in the life that we had built. The only option I had left that would keep me alive and keep my wife and family safe was one that I did not want to do. I had to disappear, vanish out of the clear blue sky, and make it as close to impossible as I could to be followed. Once I was off the grid, I would find a way to either expose the company or make some kind of deal with them. I couldn't expect Faye to follow me, nor would I want to expose her to that level of danger. I would have to abandon the love of my life, every accomplishment I had earned, in order to survive this, at least temporarily. I was so fucked.
Want to master video editing skills and make gorgeous YouTube videos like Zoella, PewDiePie, or other superstars?
Back again. I'm not sure if it's just because I miss everything that made my life familiar, but this family has really made me smile. Just knowing that normal life continues, you know? I've mentioned that I've lived in 60 cities, which sounds like a lot. Some were as short as a week, others were a few months. But once you start moving, it's hard to stop. When you decide to disappear, it isn't nearly as easy as it sounds. Everyone tends to assume that it's easy to drop off the grid, just to walk away from the life you've lived up to that point and choose a new path. It isn't. At least not if you don't want to eventually be found again. It isn't as simple as take the money out of the bank, stop going to work, go to a new town. To give myself a head start and to make sure it was clear that Faye wasn't involved, I had to do the legwork and provide misinformation to the people chasing me. I'm not going to go into a whole breakdown of how I managed to vanish. If you really want to plan it yourself, there are plenty of materials available. I'm just going to give an overview to make it clear how I approached the whole thing. First, I gave business cards and cash to friends who worked overseas. I told them that they would be doing me a huge favor, and nobody suspected anything, or if they did, they never voiced their concerns. One went to China, and another went to Western Europe. Every time they left a card, it was a marker that someone would have to investigate at a cursory level at least, which would buy some time. Two of our friends had just gotten married and went to South America for their honeymoon. We went to their house for a dinner party. I excused myself and quickly photoshopped tiny images of my face into the crowds behind the couple's smiling selfies. When the photos were posted on Facebook, any kind of facial recognition would hopefully find me in the background and again demand some level of investigation. Lastly, I randomly picked 4 towns off of a map. I bought a prepaid cell phone, and when I should have been working, I looked up apartments for rent in those locations. I called and made appointments to look, appointments I never intended to keep. I called water services, cable and internet providers, magazine companies, all to set up subscriptions or knowingly false installation dates. For the people reading this who recoil and think to themselves, what a jackass, you can bottle your displeasure. When a company like that comes to a place to make an installation and there isn't anyone there, they simply don't do it. It's no skin off their nose. For the callback numbers on all these appointments, I made sure to give the number to the nearest police or federal authority station. I doubted the people who sent the email would be worried, but I fully intended to make it clear that I was meeting them step for step. For every sales plan or rewards program I belonged to, I called and changed my information slightly. I purposefully misspelled my name, or had them fix my address to one of 4 towns I had picked, or to a P.O. box I had prepared just for this. Everything was done for one purpose, to make it as time-consuming as possible to hunt down every lead I could place, in order to give me time to find a way out of this mess. To make sure I didn't lose the information that I had saved on the USB drive from the email, I printed everything out twice, and sent each of the copies to different P.O. boxes owned by private companies. Again, this isn't a how-to, but this is an easy way to break it down. Box A, fake everything. Town I never planned on visiting. Box B, fake everything, and again, a town I never planned on visiting. Box C, real, sent 1 copy here. Town adjacent to a place I was familiar with. Box D, real, the town where I planned on disappearing to start with. The whole time, I had to keep Faye in the dark. It killed me to see her smiling, or playing with our dog, and hearing her murmur, "I love you," as she fell asleep next to me. If I had been able, I would have rewound the clock just before I had opened that damn email, and continued to sit with her for as long as I was able. I managed to keep my misinformation building efforts away from her, but the accidents kept happening. Our oven broke, and the heating element didn't stop getting hotter. I had to shut off the power to the whole house in order to avert a fire. On my way to work, the stoplight glitched just as it turned green for me, staying green for the opposing lanes as well. I almost got T-boned by an old man driving a midlife crisis mobile. I had to grip the steering wheel extra tight to keep from yelling. One afternoon, Faye took Sigmund, we had finally named our little dog, out for a walk in the backyard. I heard her scream and ran outside with the shotgun. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that I wasn't going down without a fight. She was holding our puppy and shaking, and pointed out to the field. Even from that distance, I could make out the timber rattler moving through the grass.
Oh.
She told me the puppy had noticed it before she did, and she just barely had time to yank back on the leash and move away before the snake had coiled up onto itself and began rattling. I walked out, aimed, and suddenly there was cooling snake blood over a 5-foot circle. Faye was shaken and asked me if I had ever seen one before. I answered her no, and while we were technically in the range for one, I had never seen a snake like that in a populated area like where we lived. These accidents were getting more and more desperate. I have no doubt that if they simply wanted me dead, they could have shot me. From my own perspective, it seemed apparent to me that the desired outcome was to silence me permanently without any foul play being suspected at all. I didn't have any time left. I disappeared on an early Tuesday morning. I had seen a lawyer previously and drawn up divorce papers. I gave Faye everything short of a few $100s. I didn't want to divorce her, but I had to keep propping up the fact that she didn't know anything about E-7X or plans to weaponize Ebola. I kissed her on the cheek as she slept, and quietly got dressed. I had only been packing for a few days, a bar of soap here, a shirt there, and now I was ready to go without any more packing. As I got up, Sigmund yawned and looked up at me, his tail wagging. I had to bite my tongue to keep from crying as I scratched behind his ears, trying to commit to memory his smell and the feel of Faye's skin under my hand. I signed the divorce papers and left them on the kitchen counter. I tried to write a note to give some kind of explanation, but nothing came. At least nothing that would keep her safely ignorant of why I had to leave. I just ended up writing, "I'm sorry. I'll always love you," and left it at that. I left behind everything I ever loved, in a last-ditch effort to keep them all safe. It was lonely and terrifying, and I've been on the run since 2005.
Jeez.
It's been 9 years. 9 long, lonely years. I never stopped moving the first 2 years. I never stayed in one place for more than 2 months before packing up and moving. I worked odd jobs. Always got paid under the table in cash. I lied with a smile every time someone asked me where I was from, or about the ring I wore around my neck. I've tried 3 times over the years to get the evidence I have to people who might be able to help me. 2 were politicians, and 1 was a news person. I suspect you'll recognize their names: Larry Craig, Anthony Weiner, and Tim Russert. I picked the politicians not because they're tough on bioweapons or the vast military-industrial complex, but because they represented states far away from my own. When I reached out to Craig on August 23rd, his staff seemed remote, but interested. 4 days after, I turned on the radio and heard that roll call was reporting that he had been arrested for lewd conduct.
Wait, boys, I don't think this is like true stories. This is like stories that people send him, and he makes it, you know.
Holy shit. I went underground again after that, for the better part of a year, moving and always keeping an eye over my shoulder. I reached out to Russert next, contacting his staff and explaining that I had a story that I would only trust to Russert himself. I was a fan of Meet the Press for a number of years, and always appreciated that he never seemed to play favorites. I daydreamed about my life turning out like something from the Pelican Brief, reuniting with Faye, seeing my parents again, my old employers offering my job back out of pride for my accomplishments. I heard back from them on June 10th of 2008, where his chief of staff explained that Tim would be contacting me personally to set something up. On June 13th, Russert died of an apparent heart attack. I cleared out of my apartment and was on the next Greyhound bus out of town. After that, I left the United States for several years. It was easier to hide in more populated areas. And while my facility with other languages was never fantastic, I knew enough to pass by. I came back to the US in late 2010 and decided to attempt to go public again. I then contacted a junior congressman from New York, someone on the opposing side of the political aisle for my first attempt. I actually spoke with Anthony Weiner himself, and he offered me protection and his full support in exchange for the information I had. We verbally agreed, and I even traveled to New York City to meet him. We had agreed to meet in a nondescript corner restaurant, but he never showed.
Ooh.
I waited for an hour, but nothing. My off-the-grid instincts were screaming, and I vanished into a dive bar. On the TV, I saw the story, a sex scandal where Weiner had been having online affairs. His credibility was totally shot. I finished my beer and disappeared out of the city again. I've been underground ever since, and this is the first time I've used any kind of social media since. You've come to my secondary reason for posting this. I know Faye got remarried, and I know my mother still holds a ceremony for me every year on my birthday, and my father died without knowing what happened to his son. I know that Faye was really into Reddit at the start of the site, and this subreddit is exactly the kind of thing that she would be into. It's remote, a 1 in a million chance, but there's a possibility that she could see this. Faye, if you can hear this, please know that I love you. I have never stopped loving you. I never wanted to hurt you, and everything I've done has been to keep you safe. I know you haven't sold the house yet. I lurk online using proxies and public internet access. There's a lockbox buried under the 3rd fence post away from the road. It has the first book we ever read to each other, and a handwritten copy of my wedding vows. I had hoped to give it to you on our 30th wedding anniversary, but that's not looking likely. Do what you want with it. I love you. This is my final entry. Okay, I can't stay here long. I wanted to address a few things in a longer post, but events have happened to make that no longer an option. This will be the last update in a very, very long time. When I woke up this morning, I turned on the radio and realized I messed up. I messed up bad. The families whose internet I've been using suffered a home invasion last night. The news is reporting that a team of 4 masked men stormed into their house at 3 in the morning. The intruders shot the family dog, killing it instantly. They proceeded to torture the family, shooting the husband in the stomach and forcing the wife and 2 kids to watch him die. By the time the police got there, the intruders were gone. They murdered him. They also cut 3 of the eldest child's fingers off. The police reports were saying the intruders were asking about a man matching my description, though the family didn't know anything, all because I stole their internet and posted this. I'm waiting at a bus station now. I need to disappear again, though hopefully I can do something for the family whose lives I managed to destroy. I've seen a lot of your comments about going to WikiLeaks, of being a hero. I never wanted to be a hero, and you can call me a coward if you want. All I wanted was a normal life with my wife and a dog and maybe some kids. I need to find a way to get back to that, if at all possible. This isn't a video game or an action movie. I can't just walk into a building with a gun and automatically assume everyone will recognize me as the protagonist. Nor can I just walk into a newspaper or a TV station and have my life be fixed. I've contacted WikiLeaks once to assuage my fears of what happened with Russert. In the 24 hours it took them to contact me, there were men in the town I was in at the time already asking around about me. This isn't worth my life, and that's that. I haven't contacted Faye. Her new husband is old money, and she appears to be doing just fine. I saw that some of you suspect he's in on this somehow, but I doubt it. I'm going to try to find a way to slip some kind of message to her, I think. There's been someone contacting me claiming to be with the company, and said that my trip to Europe didn't do anything. If you're real, thanks for proving it did. I never went to Europe, you idiots. Facial recognition will never outpace the human element. Lastly, to the people claiming to be the companies hired by my wife to indulge my paranoid delusions, I congratulate you on your imagination. That's it. I wish I could laugh it off as easily as you. Well, goodbye. Thank you for listening, giving me some solid human contact. Goodbye, Faye. Please, forgive me.
There's always a reason to be afraid. Okay, buddy. Wait, but I'm so confused, chat. That was too long. It was 30 minutes, chat. That was good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even if it if it's not real, even if it's just like stories, like, dude, that's interesting as well. It's like watching it's like that's basically an audiobook. Yeah. Yeah. I'm 16, dude. Oh yeah. Hey, Drew. Nah, don't spam. What is that?
May seem like a cool idea, but the consequence.
Huh?
get weed and other drugs from, which was as simple as pointing in a direction. The university screens having a normal child pornography site owner would see never forget. I'll warn you again, this off or step before my monitor turns off. Through my head at the time to look at. Pretty overweight and what can only be described as a motorbiker's beard. The man spoke. I had no idea what he was saying at first. He was speaking in Chinese, I think, but I don't.
Nah, dude, it takes. Nah. You muted? I know, my dad. It's not PG. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. No shitting way. 61,000 views?
Yo! Guys, today I have a little bit of a different video.
I wanna check comments on this. £200? Yeah.
They're gonna be automatically uploaded.
It's hella sketchy. I've watched a lot of those things. Okay, boys, I'm gonna check you guys. Yeah, but that was an insane story. That was, boys. It was kind of interesting, you know? Like, it was actually interesting. Even if it wasn't real, it was like cool to watch. Like, it's scary though. But that was not really. I searched dark web on the stories, and that wasn't dark web. It was just, you know. Oh, can I do some ASMR chat? Yes, I'm joking. Okay, boys, I'm gonna check you guys later. I'll be streaming tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming, but I will check you guys. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Video Black. What, guys? Peace.
see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I do it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I do it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I do it, Ben, then you Ben. Then you see I Ben, then you Ben. Then you see I do it, Ben, then you Ben. Then you see I Ben, then you Ben. Then you see I do it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I did it, Ben, then you did it. Then you see I do it. see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I remember, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I do, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I remember, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I do, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I remember, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I do, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I Ben, then you Ben. Then you see, I do, Ben, then you Ben. Then you see, I Ben, then you Ben. Then you see, I do, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I remember, then you get it. Then you see, I get it, Ben, then you get it. Then you see, I do.
See your face when I look out the window.
you see I get it, bend, then you get it, then you see I get it, bend, then you get it, then you see I get it, bend, then you get it, then you see I get it, bend, then you get it, then you see I get it, bend, then you get it, then you see I get it, bend, then you get it.